Dave, I have Mike Stevens calling again. Connecting you now.
Sorry, I got your message. We're just a little bit busy around here right now. What can I do for you?
Yeah, Dave, listen, I need your help. I need you to help me get a group of missionaries into Pakistan.
Oh, missionaries? Come on, Mike.
I've got thousands of people trying to escape the country. 3 administrations we kept this thing together, and this one just wants to walk away and let the enemy take over the country.
So now they're hitting us with everything they've got just as we're trying to pull out and claim some kind of victory.
I know.
You can't tell me that these people didn't know the risks.
When they went in there.
Look, you're just gonna have to tell them to bag it up and get out.
They're Americans.
Americans. Americans.
And this ministry brought this guy and his family over here to start a church in this little village called Sarab. And we've been using them to coordinate the evacuation of these ANSF interpreters. But they stayed too long.
Soldiers, but we're still on the road.
Mike, look, you didn't hear this from me, but they're pushing hundreds of insurgents into that area.
They've already hit the embassy
in Kabul, government buildings, police stations. They're even trying to dig into the surrounding villages.
It's like the Tet Offensive out there.
Now, the media's saying it's the Taliban. These guys are getting trucked in from Pakistan, Syria. They're cleansing everything, Mike.
This guy is risking his family's life for us. It may not mean anything to you, but it does to me.
I need help.
Let me see what I can do.
Just shut up.
We made it very clear. We told him to evac the area immediately. He says he's leaving tomorrow morning.
Tell them to get on the road right now.
He says he's not leaving until he evacuates everyone from the
Hold
village.
on, hold on. All right, there is a...
SOCOM operation in the village in Kunar.
Let me see if I can move them, get you an escort or an extraction. Thank you. Thank you.
My family with me. Soldiers, we're still on the road.
All right, I need that intel, Mike. What do you got for me?
Roger that. All told, I've got 6 of them traveling.
Yeah, hit me.
Logan, make sure you get off drives.
Reverend Matthew William Walters, white male, age 45. His wife, Rashida Walters, female, 41, born in Kabul, Afghanistan. Naturalized American in 07. When wed to Walters.
And their kids. All right.
William Arthur Walters, male, age 13. And Zoe Elizabeth Walters, female, age 5. They got their support staff, Rami Ahmadi and Majidi Ibrahimi.
Okay.
Come on, guys. We gotta go.
I got all 6 traveling right now in a dark green 93 Trooper.
Hey. You watch yourself over there.
Sir, we're out of clock. We've got to move.
Commander Johns, we've got 6 American missionaries
traveling through the Kunar province. They're in a green
trooper.
They were making a run for the Pakistani border. We just heard from them. They got
Turned around.
They're lost. We need to send a unit to link up with them ASAP. The road is the problem. The main road is... My family is with me, please. We need help. We need help, please.
RPG! RPG!
I don't know if things happen for a reason. If it's fate, destiny, or the hand of God. Give me a sit rep over. Team Warhorse, I say again. This is Warhorse 1. What's your status over? Shane. Junior. Anyone Team Warhorse respond. this is Warhorse 1. This is Chief Mirko. We have a helo down. I say again, we have a helo down. Do you have eyes on our position? How copy? We have a helo down. I say again, we have a helo down. Do you have eyes on our position? How copy?
Roger, Warhorse. This is Castle. We are tracking your position via UAV. Over.
We separated from the helo when we were hit, but I am on my feet. I am good to go. I've contacted my team. I get no comeback on comms. Are there any guns up at the crash site? I say again, is anyone moving? How copy?
Solid copy, Warhorse. We have eyes on the crash site due east of your current position.
It looks like the helo wound up on impact.
We have no observable movement on flare or comms coming from the crash site. Over.
I say again, the crash site is due east of your pods. Over.
To verify. I've got tangos at 500 meters to the north. They're pushing the crash site. I'm moving to intercept. Over.
Negative, Warhorse. I say again.
The helo broke up on impact. Disengage.
Negative, Castle. Those are my men in that helo. And if there are any survivors, I'm not leaving them there to die.
You have a significant aggressor force advancing from your northeast. Disengage.
We have no movement, no signatures, no guns up. You have no close air support. Disengage. Fall back. Find cover.
Oh, they hit him again. I'm moving to intercept. I'm gonna pull him off the crash site. Mirko out.
Negative, Warhorse. Disengage. Somebody get me Johns.
Good evening, Mr. Chief.
هناك هناك على يسارك. اذهب. اذهب. هنا المجموعة الغربية. حول. القوات استشهدت. احتاج دعم الآن. حول.
Warhorse, this is Castle. Come in, Warhorse.
Go for Warhorse, over.
Be advised, you have tangos advancing on your position. Over.
Roger that, I'm good.
Negative. That force has a lead element of 30 to 40 men, and they are moving quickly on your position. Over.
Roger that, I have time.
Master Chief, this is Jones. You copy? Mirko, do you copy?
Commander.
Master Chief.
You have seconds here and they're evaporating fast. We're looking at the crash site right now. The team is gone.
I don't see anybody moving down there.
You're on your own, son. If you break contact, get moving. You're gonna die in that mountain.
I can live with that.
I can live with that. Yeah, but I don't want to, son. I don't need to lose all my guys today.
Fall back. Come back here, regroup. We'll go back in and bring our boys home.
You're the man. No copy. Understood, Master Chief.
Mirko, do you copy?
That will do, Commander. Falling back now, go out.
Lieutenant. Reese! Get Van Zandt on the board. Find out about assets for QRF. I want my frogman off that mountain. And talk to those Air Force guys. Tell them to sort their shit out. I need eyes in this doggone mess.
Yes, sir.
What's that at?
يلا من هنا حركوا حركوا هتحرك من الطريق ده من هنا اتحرك Target time.
يلا اتحرك اتحرك. يلا بينا يلا بينا.
مستحيل يكون عدى من النهر. أكيد مات. يلا اتحرك. يلا.
Can't you?
places we're gonna look. We're going here.
We're not going there yet. You see that? That's where it's safe.
Up there?
Yeah, my friends are coming to meet us.
Let's wait until she wakes up.
We should let her sleep. It's okay. She'll meet us up there. You gotta go now. It's okay. Come on. Kid, let's go.
You're not my papa.
Listen, kid. When all this is over, we can be friends. Until then, I'm in charge. Got it? Move out.
لقد وجدت هذا بن نصراني.
ما شيء خير.
هنالك مساران، رجل الطفل متجهان شرقا.
طفل؟
لابد أنه واحد من أفراد النصرانيين، واحد قد فاتنا.
مخنوق. خف. مهبط جدا.
أنا أعتذر أيها القائد، سوف أصل ذلك.
يوسف! أنت ابن الكلب.
شو هو أصلا ميت.
اسحب من هنا.
Tizi Shanita.
Zitgur!
Yanga, lo sé. زين هذا جيد.
من أفصل أنت طارق؟ الوقت بداية تغيير.
نعم سيدي، سوف أترك لك التفاصيل.
السكونة بخير.
إذا
جرى لقد سمعت أنا طارق. لا سمعنا الرجال.
If somebody spots it, we'll give away our position. You can take this one.
Opposites guns don't solve problems.
Yeah. That's why you always carry a knife.
He told me you can't fight evil stuff with evil stuff.
Killing one of the good guys. Those guys back there that had your pup. Those are the bad guys.
Why? Because they're Muslims?
I don't care what they believe in. If you're intentionally killing innocent people, then you're the bad guys. Come on, we gotta go. This is why you don't run around like a wild girl. There's tons of bad stuff like this out here.
Okay. What is it?
It's a bad thing. When that pin comes out, it sets this fuse off. And it detonates this bomb. Listen. No matter what you see and what you hear, if I put you somewhere, you stay there. And you stay quiet.
Because of the bad guys.
Yeah, because of the bad guys. All right, we should get out of here.
نزاب هذا صار
تغمشنا قطاع ثلاثة 5 وعد أروى لا أثر أمريكي ولا طفل نصراني.
ربما ضربوا منك هذا.
أؤكد لك أن هذا غير ممكن. لا أحد يريد يمسك بهذا الكفار أكثر مني ومن هو الرجال.
إنهم يتجهون مباشرة إلى رمان مباشرة نيبنا.
ألم أيها الأسد سنعود للملاقاة
بالصورة هذا.
I'm sorry, kid. Won't happen again. Promise.
حاضر سنلتقي عند 3/4/3/2/7 حاول
أين تزانهم؟
من المؤكد أنهم في هذا القطاع لقد كانوا متجهين صوب هذا الجهة
سنجدهم إن شاء الله.
نعم بإذن الله.
It's okay, they're gone. What?
They killed Billy. The one with the hat. The one with the scar.
I'll remember him.
No, wait.
It's okay. I'm just gonna go take a peek in the next ridge. We made a promise. Sit here. Don't move. And don't make a sound. Castle, this is Warhorse 1. Do you copy? Over. Castle, this is Warhorse 1. Do you read me? Over.
Warhorse, this is Castle. We have you, Lima Charlie. How copy? Over.
Good copy. Good fucking copy. Over. Bag comms. Over.
Roger. Command needs a sit rep. What's your status?
I have a heavy aggressive force hunting me and my AO. I need immediate evac.
Roger that. What is your current pause?
I am 1 kilometer past Giants pushing the Raiders. I have one mission objective. I say again, I have one small objective. Need immediate extraction. How copy?
Good copy on the objective. Updating now. We have no air assets available in theater. Looking for birds to allocate your direction.
But you will have to stand by. We are dealing with heavy TIC at this time.
Roger that. I'll wait for further.
We understand the urgency of your situation.
You will have to stand by.
Know what you got, and we will contact you no later than 06 with Xville. How copy?
0600 Castle.
Affirmative, Warhorse. That's the best we can do at this time.
Advise if you could implement it sooner. Warhorse 1 out.
Roger. Castle out.
Reese, what's the word on Van Zandt?
No word yet, sir.
Give me a phone, I'll call him myself.
What you doing?
A little surprise for the bad guys. Well, it's time to rack out.
We gonna die?
No, we're gonna be just fine. We just have to make it to the top of that mountain.
How did you know I was here?
We were in the area looking for someone.
Looking for a bad guy?
Yeah, looking for a bad guy. Then we got the redirect that your family was trying to escape the area. So we came looking for you.
Where?
Yeah, my friends and I.
Where are your friends now?
Our helicopter was shot down.
What about you?
I fell out before it crashed.
Fell from the sky like an angel?
I'm no angel.
My angel. I hope the bad guys don't get us.
They won't. Time for bed, kid.
Can you tell me a story?
A story? What kind of story?
Like superheroes?
Superheroes, huh? I got a hero story for you. It's about the bravest man I've ever met. Aziz Latiri. He was a Muslim. One day...
And once upon a time...
Okay. Once upon a time, in a faraway place called Kirkuk, me and my friends were pinned down and surrounded by enemies. And it didn't look good for us. I didn't think we were gonna make it out. And all of a sudden, a truck pulled up, and a guy jumped out. Peshmerga fighter. And he gave us cover and allowed me and my friends to get out of there. First, I thought he was just crazy. Then I realized he was just really brave. He saved our lives that day. Rest your soul, Aziz. Rest your soul. Kid, snap out of it. Let's go. Tight. I'll wait in case you gotta swing it, it won't fall out of your hand. And when you're ready to throw it, loosen your grip. Imagine you're cutting through your target. And drive the tip of that blade right into the center of that target. Got it? Better. I'll try it with this. It's okay.
احنا وقت ليه؟ اجدع
قربنا منكم.
طب يلا عشان نلحق نقتله.
خلي بالك، هو ذكي جدا.
What's that?
Scum. Chew it, don't swallow it. Good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Boy.
What's his name?
Luna.
Louie. It's a good name.
Billy says it's a dumb name, a nuki name.
Nuki name, huh? I like it.
Mama told me when we got back to America, she will get me a real Louie. I miss Mama.
I know.
I know she's not sleeping. She's gone, like Papa and Billy.
It's just a part of life, kid. Everybody dies.
Even us.
فيش أثر للطفلة.
يعني تفرقوا؟
لا يا أبو بكر، بص أكيد شيلها.
أكيد شايلها، يبقى أكيد ماشي بطيء.
لا أبو شرية، يلا لازم نمشي. لازم نمشي.
سمعتوا؟ يلا نتحرك.
Very dangerous here. Where is your papa and mama? You shouldn't be here by yourself.
I'm not with him.
Please, don't shoot. So I'm a simple goat herder, searching my goat. This is a dangerous place. You shouldn't be here.
Drop that burner, fucker.
Here. Take it. Take it. I use it for protection against these Daesh bastards. I can help you get out of here. Village is not too far from here. Right in the next valley. Yes, I will help. Come, I help.
Turn around. You look in the wrong direction, I will fucking kill you, you understand?
I help you. I help you.
الأسد هذا الغراب حول. الأسد هذا الغراب حول. الأسد هذا الغراب.
The village is not far from here. My village. The Daesh came in a few days ago like a brush fire. They left, now they're back again.
You from here?
No, from Pakistan. But my papa moved here when I was a boy. So no, I was not born here. But I will die here, inshallah. What about you, my friend? Why are you here? Just visiting.
Very dangerous place to visit by yourself.
Yeah, the world's a dangerous place.
Warhorse, this is Castle. How copy, over?
Even for special forces.
Shut the fuck up. Go for Warhorse, over.
Roger, Warhorse, good copy, over.
Yeah, you're late, over.
Roger that, Warhorse. Sketchy comms on our end at this time. We do have a 160th air asset available at Jalalabad.
Outstanding, Castle. I have the package in tow and we are heading to the exfil, over.
Roger, Warhorse. What is your current pause?
We are 4 kilometers past Raiders, ready to go home, over.
Do you have exfil grid? Over.
355, how copy, over.
Got it, confirm.
Confirm extract at 355.
How copy?
Roger that. Warhorse out.
Roger, Warhorse. Castle out.
Good news?
Yeah, you can say that.
Oh, good. Good. I'm happy for you.
Hey, kid. You ready to go home? Stay down, kid.
Okay.
Tunjai. I won't hurt you. What is your name? What is this?
It's Papa's.
Oh, it's nice. حسنا
وجدنا بندقيتك ولكن لا يوجد خبر عن الكافر. ليبا وطريق راح يحبسون عنا. سوف نجده إن شاء الله سنجده.
إن شاء الله سنتفل.
الأمريكي لا تقلق علي. هيا بنا.
الباب مفتوح. ادخل. علي افتح الباب.
I know Bint.
I Bint. Oh, the girl. She is close. I will take you.
Up.
What the fuck are you guys doing? Monza, come over.
you doing, big boy?
Hariko, RPGs.
لا تقلق لا تقلق. ماذا تريد؟
الله أكبر.
كفترات.
ليش؟
لسه بعد.
Jaws on track.
Where is she?
Never you worry about her. You know, I admire your strength. Must be very painful to be here all alone with none of your soldiers to help you. Yara. Tell me when and where your helicopter is coming for you, and I'll let you live.
What helicopter?
Do you think you are playing with me?
So I tell you where my helicopter's coming. So you can kill more of them.
You have killed thousands of my brothers! Civilians, innocent women, children, for what? For the poppies, the pipelines, or just another financed puppet government?
I think it's just to kill shitheads like you.
Afghanistan is the graveyard of empires. Slaughtered invaders throughout history. Alexander, the Khans, the Persians, British, Soviets, and the West will suffer the same fate. You American scum, sending assassins to kill us in our peaceful villages.
This ain't your village, asshole.
It is now.
You ain't from Afghanistan. But you're gonna die here.
And so will you, American. And so will you. Asa, Elzira Fatat. जब उस लड़की के आंखों से रोशनी चली जाती है तब तुम तो सब कुछ बताएगा साले।
You like little girl? You like? You like pretty girl? Come. 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 Pinky ball. Pinky ball.
حيوان وسخ.
both going to die for your transgression.
كلمة حلف.
Zoe.
طارق في سبيل الله.
Warhorse 1, this is Castle. Over. Listen, Master Chief, I'm not sure if you're reading this, but there's a large group of reinforcements inbound on the village.
We know what region?
Negative contact, sir.
How close are those reinforcements?
If he's in the village, sir, they're almost on top of him.
Papa.
That kid. I told you I'd never leave you. We gotta go. We gotta go. All right, come on. Stay down, kid.
Stay. Here.
يلا 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 بينا بسرعة حرك 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 يلا يلا
Get up.
أنا إلي هاتلو.
عبد الله احموا ظهرنا.
It's okay. It's okay. You're my angel. You're my angel. You're my angel. We're gonna be okay. You're my angel.
Look at me, brother. Eyes on me. Are you hit? Woodsy! We're going critical! We need to get the fuck off the X!
Girl, get the girl out of here.
Punch!
Reaper, this is Blade Runner. We have a full head count. We're heading to your pass now. Over.
Still don't know if things happen for a reason. Whether it's fate, destiny, or the hand of God. But what happened that day changed me. I lost a piece of myself that day. But I also gained something. Someone who reminded me that the things in life that are worth living for are worth dying for. I could never replace the family she lost. Louie and I will do our best. She's my everything now. She's my family. And for the brothers I lost that day, for them, there will be a reckoning.
you.